Hello, my friends, and welcome to English Spot, the podcast. I am Henry, and I am very happy you are here with me today. Today, we are starting something very important together. Today, we are talking about daily English practice. Not fast English, not perfect English, but daily English. Because daily practice is the real secret to learning English. In this podcast, I speak slowly, and I use simple English so you can understand easily. If I use a hard word, I will explain it. You can listen, you can repeat, you can speak with me. So take a deep breath, relax your body, relax your mind, and let us begin. Together. First, I want to tell you the truth. Learning English is not easy, and that is okay. It is normal to feel tired. It is normal to feel slow. It is normal to feel confused. These feelings do not mean you are bad at English. These feelings mean you are learning. And learning takes time. Many people stop learning English because they think they are not improving, but the real problem is not their ability. The real problem is that they do not practice daily. Daily practice does not mean long study. Daily practice does not mean hard study. Daily practice means you touch English every day, even for a short time. Even for 5 minutes, even for 10 minutes. Daily means regular means again and again without stopping. Like brushing your teeth. You do it every day. You do not wait for motivation. You do not wait for the perfect time. You just do it. English should be the same. Many learners study English for 1 or 2 hours in one day and then stop for many days. This does not help much. But if you study a little every day, your English grows slowly and strongly. Slow growth is strong growth. Strong growth stays with you for a long time. Now let me talk about pressure. Pressure is one of the biggest enemies of learning English. Pressure means stress. Stress means your mind feels tight. And when your mind feels tight, learning becomes very hard. So we remove pressure. You do not need perfect grammar. You do not need fast speaking. You do not need big words. You do not need a native accent. You only need consistency. Consistency is a very important word. Consistency means doing something again and again without stopping. Even when you are tired, even when you are busy, even when you feel lazy, you still try, you still show up. Now let us talk about the first step of daily English practice. The first step is listening. Listening is the foundation. Foundation means the base, the bottom part, like the base of a building. If the foundation is weak, the building falls. If your listening is weak, your speaking will also be weak. So, daily listening is very important. You should listen to English every day. You can listen to podcasts. You can listen to slow English videos. You can listen to short stories. You can listen while walking. You can listen while resting. You do not need to understand every word. This is very important. You do not need 100% understanding. Even 30 or 40% understanding is enough. Your brain is learning quietly in the background. Background means your brain is learning without you noticing. Now let me give you a very simple daily rule. Listen to English every day for at least 10 minutes. Only 10 minutes. Not 1 hour, not 2 hours. 10 minutes is enough. You can do more if you want, but 10 minutes is perfect. Choose one English source and stay with it. Do not change every day. Your brain likes familiarity. Familiarity means something feels known, not new. When your brain hears the same voice, the same style, the same speed again and again, it feels safe. And when your brain feels safe, learning becomes easier. Now let us talk about speaking. Many learners are afraid to speak English. They think they will make mistakes. They think people will judge them. But listen carefully, my friend. Mistakes are not your enemy. Mistakes are your teacher. When you make a mistake, it means you are trying, and trying means you are learning. A baby falls many times before learning to walk, but nobody says stop trying. Everyone smiles and says, try again. You are the same. You are learning to walk in English, so speak slowly, speak simply, speak with yourself. Speak with the podcast, speak in your room, speak in your mind. Speaking daily does not mean long conversations. It can be very small. You can repeat one sentence. You can say one line. You can talk to yourself for 1 minute. 1 minute every day is powerful. Daily speaking builds confidence. Confidence means believing in yourself, believing that you can do it. Now, let us talk about reading. Reading helps you see English. Listening helps you hear English. Speaking helps you use English. Reading helps you understand structure. Structure means how sentences are made. Daily reading can be very easy. You can read short paragraphs. You can read simple stories. You can read subtitles. You do not need big books. You do not need difficult texts. Easy reading is better than hard reading because easy reading builds confidence and confidence keeps you going. Now let us talk about writing. Writing is thinking on paper. Writing helps you slow down your thoughts. You do not need to write long essays. You can write one sentence every day, one sentence about your day, one sentence about your feeling, one sentence about what you learned. Writing one sentence daily is better than writing nothing. Daily English practice is not about doing everything in one day. It is about doing something every day. Listening a little, speaking a little, reading a little, writing a little. When you do a little every day, English becomes part of your life, not a burden. Burden means something heavy that makes you tired. English should not feel heavy. English should feel natural, like a friend who comes to meet you every day for a short time. Now, I want to talk about motivation. Motivation is not loud. Motivation is not always strong. Sometimes motivation is quiet. It is the small voice that says, just do 5 minutes. Just listen once. Just try today. And that is enough. On some days you feel energetic. On some days you feel tired. Both days are okay. The important thing is to return again and again. If you miss one day, do not feel guilty. Guilt means feeling bad about yourself. Guilt does not help learning. Just return the next day. Learning English is a long journey, not a race. You do not need to be faster than others. You do not need to compare yourself. Comparison steals joy. Joy means happiness. Find joy in small wins. Did you listen today? That is a win. Did you learn one word? That is a win. Did you try? That is a win. Small wins matter. They build confidence, and confidence builds progress. Progress means moving forward. Even slow progress is real progress. So my friend, remember this. Daily English practice is simple. Daily English practice is gentle. Daily English practice is powerful. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to be fast. You just need to continue. Touch English every day. Be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself. You are learning. You are growing. And I am proud of you. This is only the beginning. This is chunk 1 of our journey. And together we will continue step by step. I am Henry, and this is English Spot, the podcast. Keep listening, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself. And now the next part of daily English practice begins where the first part ends. Because real learning does not stop and start. It flows slowly every day. And here I want you to understand something very important. Daily English practice is not about willpower. Willpower is weak. Willpower means the strong feeling you have only sometimes, but daily practice needs systems. Systems mean simple rules that guide your actions without thinking too much. For example, instead of saying, "I will practice English when I feel motivated," you decide one fixed action, like after breakfast, "I listen to English for 5 minutes." Or before sleeping, I repeat one English sentence. This removes decision stress. Decision stress means feeling tired, because you must decide again and again. When the decision is already made, your brain relaxes and practice becomes easier. Now let us talk about attention. Attention means focus. Many learners practice English while scrolling their phone, while watching many things, while thinking about many problems. But English needs your attention even if it is only for a short time. 5 minutes of focused listening is better than 30 minutes of distracted listening. So when you practice daily English, give it a small space in your mind. Turn off notifications, sit or walk calmly. Let your brain hear the sounds clearly. Now, I want to talk about building your own English environment. Environment means the things around you, your phone, your room, your habits. If everything around you is in your language, then English feels foreign. Foreign means strange and far. But you can change this slowly. Change your phone language to English. Follow English pages. Save English audios. Write small English notes. When English surrounds you, it stops feeling scary. It becomes familiar. Now let us talk about output. Output means using English, not just consuming it. Many learners only listen and read, but never use English. Usage is important. Even if your English is broken, broken English is still English. Broken means not perfect, but working. Daily output can be very small: one spoken sentence, one written line, one voice note. Do not wait to be ready. Readiness comes after action, not before. Now let me talk about fear again, but in a deeper way. Fear comes from imagination. Imagination means thinking about negative future events. You imagine people laughing, judging, correcting you, but most of the time this imagination is false. People are busy with their own lives. They are not focused on your grammar, and even if someone corrects you, it is not an attack. It is information. Information helps you grow. So train your mind daily to speak even when fear is present. Courage means doing something even when fear exists. Courage grows only through action, not thinking. Now let us talk about daily review. Review means looking back at what you learned. Many learners move forward without reviewing. Then they forget everything. Forgetting is normal, but review reduces forgetting. At the end of the day, ask yourself one simple question. What English did I touch today? Maybe a word, maybe a sentence, maybe a sound. Remembering this builds awareness. Awareness means knowing that you are learning, and awareness increases motivation naturally. Now let us talk about energy management, not time management. Many people say, "I do not have time," but often they have time and no energy. Choose moments when your energy is calm, not rushed, not angry, even tired. Calm energy is better than stressed energy. English enters the brain better when the brain feels safe. Safety helps memory. Now let me talk about pronunciation practice. Pronunciation does not mean accent. Accent is style. Pronunciation is clarity. Clarity means people can understand you. Daily pronunciation practice can be simple. Listen to one sentence and copy the sound, not the spelling. English spelling and sound are different. This confuses many learners. Trust your ears more than your eyes. Your ears learn faster. Now let us talk about silence. Silence is important. Silence means pauses. When you speak English, do not rush. Pauses are okay. Pauses give your brain time. Native speakers pause too. Silence does not mean failure. Silence means thinking. Now let me talk about patience again. But with truth, patience is not waiting without action. Patience is continuing without panic. Panic means fear. That time is running out. English learning is not a deadline. It is a skill. Skills grow slowly. You cannot pull a plant to make it grow faster. You water it daily and wait. Daily English practice is watering your language plant. Some days you see nothing, but growth is happening underground. Underground means inside your brain, where you cannot see. Now let me talk about comparison. Comparison is dangerous. Dangerous means harmful. When you compare your English with others, you feel small. Everyone has a different background, different exposure, different time. Your only comparison should be with your past self. Ask yourself, am I understanding more than before? Am I less afraid than before? If yes, you are winning. Now let us talk about enjoyment again. But enjoyment does not mean fun only. Enjoyment means interest. Choose topics you care about: news, stories, motivation, daily life. When content is interesting, your brain stays longer. Forced learning fades fast. Now let me talk about commitment. Commitment means deciding and staying. Not emotionally, but practically. Your commitment can be very small. I will not stop touching English daily. Even 1 minute keeps the chain alive. Chain means continuity. Breaking the chain makes restarting harder. So protect your chain. Now let me tell you a strong truth. Confidence comes after repetition, not before. Do not wait to feel confident. Confidence is built. Built means made slowly. Every sentence you speak adds one brick. Brick means small piece. Many bricks make a wall. Your English confidence is a wall built daily. Now let us talk about self-talk. Self-talk means how you speak to yourself. Stop saying my English is bad. Words shape belief. Belief shapes action. Action shapes results. Instead say, my English is improving slowly. Language listens to how you treat it. Now let me talk about rest. Rest is part of practice. When you feel overloaded, take a break without guilt. Guilt blocks learning. Rest refreshes the brain. Refreshed brain learns better. Daily English practice is a balance, not pressure. Now remember this deeply. Daily English practice is not heroic. It is ordinary. And ordinary action repeated daily create extraordinary results. Extraordinary means special, different, powerful. You do not need to change your life in one day. You just need to show up today, then tomorrow, then again. And one day you will realize English is part of you, not something outside you. This is the continuation of our journey. The path is long, but steady. And steady always wins. I am Henry, and this is English Spot, the podcast. Keep walking, keep practicing, and trust that every small step is carrying you forward. Daily English practice becomes truly powerful when you start learning how English sentences work instead of only collecting words. Because words alone cannot help you speak, sentences give you power. Sentence means words joined together to express a full idea. So every day you should learn 1 or 2 very simple sentence patterns and use them again and again. For example, sentences like, I want to learn English. I am trying every day. I feel tired, but I continue. These are simple but strong. Now change them slightly. I want to learn better English. I am trying every morning. I feel tired, but I do not stop. This practice teaches your brain structure. Structure means how English is built. And when structure becomes familiar, speaking becomes easier. Now let us talk about speaking fear in a practical way. Fear does not disappear by thinking. Fear disappears by action. Action means doing. So daily English practice must include speaking. Even if your voice shakes, shaking means trembling. It is okay. Speak slowly, pause often. Pauses are small stops and they are natural. Do not rush. Rushing creates mistakes and stress. Stress means pressure in the mind. Calm speaking builds confidence. Confidence means trust in yourself. Now let us talk about learning English sentences by listening. When you listen, do not only listen for meaning, also listen for shape. Shape means how the sentence sounds. Listen to how sentences start, how they end, how words connect. Then copy the same shape with your own words. This is very powerful. Copying shapes teaches natural English. Natural means how people really speak. Now let us talk about repetition again, but in a smarter way. Smart repetition means repeating with attention. Attention means focus. Listen to one short sentence many times. First time, just listen. Second time, repeat quietly. Third time, speak louder. Fourth time, change one word. This deep repetition helps memory. Memory means remembering for a long time. Now let us talk about mistakes again. But with clarity, mistake means doing something wrong. But mistake is not shame. Shame means feeling bad about who you are. Mistake is information. Information helps learning. When someone corrects you, say thank you inside your heart because correction saves you time. Time means future effort. Now let us talk about learning speed. Slow English learning is better than fast English learning. Slow means calm and steady. Fast means rushed. Rushed learning breaks easily. Steady learning stays strong. Think of English like building muscles. Muscles grow slowly with daily exercise. Exercise means training, not one big day. Now let us talk about thinking in English sentences. Many learners think in single words. This is not enough. Try to think in full sentences, even small ones. For example, instead of thinking hungry, think I am hungry instead of tired. Think I am tired today. This trains your brain to live in English. Live means exist naturally. Now let us talk about daily correction habit. Correction means fixing small errors. Every day choose one small mistake you made and correct it. Write the correct sentence and say it again. Do not try to fix everything. One correction per day is powerful. Now let us talk about listening. Patience. Patience means staying calm while waiting. Sometimes you listen and understand nothing. That is okay. Your brain is still learning sounds. Sounds come before meaning. Children learn sounds first, meaning later. Trust this process. Process means steps that work over time. Now let us talk about confidence building in a real way. Confidence does not come from knowing everything. Confidence comes from accepting that you do not know everything. And still speaking. Speaking with honesty is strength. Strength means inner power. Now let us talk about daily English review. Review means looking back before sleeping. Think of one English sentence you used or heard today. Say it once in your mind. This simple habit closes the learning loop. Loop means a circle that completes learning. Now let us talk about discipline again, but gently. Discipline means keeping a promise to yourself. Make very small promises. I will speak one sentence daily. I will listen 5 minutes daily. Small promises are easy to keep. Keeping promises builds self-respect. Self-respect means valuing yourself. Now let us talk about joy. Joy means quiet happiness. Joy in English comes when you understand without translating. When one sentence makes sense naturally, celebrate those moments. Celebration does not mean party, it means noticing and smiling. Now remember this deeply. English is not an exam. English is a skill. Skill means something you practice, not something you pass or fail. You cannot fail if you keep practicing. You only pause, and pauses allowed. Quitting is the only real failure, so continue gently, continue daily, continue with trust, daily English. Practice becomes complete when you stop waiting for confidence and start acting with courage. Courage means doing something even when you feel afraid. Many learners say, "I will speak when I feel confident." But confidence does not come first. Action comes first. Every time you speak even one simple sentence, you train your brain to feel safe with English. Safety helps learning grow. Now let us talk about real-life English. Real-life English means the English you use in your daily world, not book English. Every day, try to say real things in English. Talk about your food, your work, your feelings, your plans. When English connects to your real life, it becomes meaningful. Meaningful means important to you, and meaningful learning stays longer. Now let us talk about consistency again, but in a deeper way. Consistency is not about never missing a day. Consistency is about returning quickly. If you miss one day, do not feel bad. Feeling bad wastes energy. Energy is what your brain needs to learn. Just return the next day. Returning builds strength. Strength means inner power. Now let us talk about using English without permission. Do not wait for someone to tell you it is okay to speak. Give yourself permission. Permission means allowing yourself. Say to yourself, "I am allowed to speak English even if it is not perfect." This small sentence can change your mindset. Mindset means how you think. Now let us talk about daily English courage practice. Courage practice means one small, brave action every day. Maybe asking a question in English. Maybe leaving a comment. Maybe speaking to yourself loudly. Small, brave actions slowly remove fear. Fear disappears when your brain learns that nothing bad happens. Now let us talk about learning English with your body. Body learning means using your mouth, ears, eyes, and hands together. Speak words out loud. Move your mouth clearly. Write sometimes. Listen carefully. This helps memory. Memory means remembering easily. Now let us talk about progress signs. Progress signs are quiet. Quiet means not loud. You may notice you understand more without trying. You may notice words come faster. You may notice less fear. These are signs of real progress. Do not ignore them. Noticing progress gives motivation. Motivation means energy to continue. Now let us talk about patience one last time. Patience does not mean waiting and doing nothing. Patience means practicing daily without anger, without stress, without hurry. English grows best in calm water. Calm means peaceful. Now remember this truth deeply. You are not late. You are not weak. You are not bad at English. You are learning in your own time. Your journey is your journey, not anyone else's. Every minute you spend with English is building your future voice. Voice means your ability to express yourself. And that voice matters. So keep practicing daily. Keep trusting yourself. Keep choosing progress over perfection. And now, my friend, if this podcast helped you, if these words gave you clarity, courage, or calm, then subscribe to English Spot, the podcast. Stay with me, practice with me, and let us grow together step by step.